You seem to be awake. And none the worse for wear. Thank you for the Umbra Knight. But anyway, hey, what's up, everybody who's actually watching this? My name is Bigmacbush, and welcome back to Lilies. Why is it a night? Well, not quite. Welcome to my opinion of Lilies. Now, I have beaten the game, that much is obvious. However, oh. Fascinating. But anyway, I'm not here to do any major gameplay. I'm just here just to keep moving forward because I'm just going to be playing the game as about as normal, and I'm just going to discuss my thoughts on the game. So, I played this game for about 16, 17 hours-ish, somewhere along those lines. And naturally, I beat the game, that much is obvious. Like, if I didn't beat the game, I'd be kind of upset with myself, honestly. But anyway, the point is that the game is done, and I got no more videos to record for it, and I wanted to talk about the game a little bit before I left it as it was. Maybe to talk about my thoughts on why I thought of the game in general, because the game was a bit kind of a pain in some places, but that's like expected at this point. Now, one of the main things I kind of had issue with was, well, for this game, I'm gonna start with my issues first of all. Was that, yeah, it's a Metroidvania. I'll give it that. I'll give it leeway for being like the kind of game that it is. Now, that doesn't mean it's a bad game. Metroidvanias are a different type of game that some people are not ready for. But the main thing is that there are some areas in some enemies in this game that are kind of bullshit to deal with. That's one of the main things I was concerned about. Some of the enemies were a bit of a pain in the dick to even like deal with. But other than that, there wasn't much that was really hard in this game per se. Most of the time it came down to myself being bad, not the game. And this game is really good. It's amazing, actually. I love it a lot. In fact, there's a sequel to this game called Ender Magnolia, which I may actually be interested in playing, but I'm not sure that's another series game because I don't want to have to wait to play that one. Because remember, this was for YouTube reasons, though I actually played this for a purpose. But Ender Magnolia, I may actually want to play for myself rather than for the series. Because I don't want to record that as it is. Because I don't really have the space or the time to start. I could start a series, don't get me wrong, but I don't want to start this immediately after I'm like, what is this? It's the 21st. I leave in like 4 days. Like, I can't do any recordings there. Not for like a long while. So I want Ender Lilies to be kind of its own thing for now. There's another one, one of the situations where it's I like Dead Space. That was a good game. That was a good time. I don't know if I want to do Dead Space 2 or 3 immediately. That will come at a time. But I don't know if I want to do it anytime soon. Whether or not I want to do Ender Magnolia will be basically kind of random at this point. Because I need to choose if I want to do it anytime soon or if I want to plan that out for later. Because remember, Ender Lilies was planned out for years, technically. So I guess it ultimately comes down to whether or not anyone who is watching these videos would be interested in watching it in their Magnolia series. Because bear in mind, if this does become a thing and people do want to see it, which is kind of weird because I don't really get views or comments in my videos. Like, if people want to see it, then that paints a different picture for me. Because I don't know if I want to do it anytime soon. I'm still pissed off about that. like right there and I didn't see it. Once again, I swear to Christ. But anyway, yeah, this game is really good. I like it a lot. Some of the challenges were a bit bullshit, but you know, it's a Metroidvania. I could give it lenience for that. Like if it was easy, then it wouldn't really be a Metroidvania, would it? There we go. Yeah. Oh, they give you more blight in case you didn't get enough in your normal run. Yeah, ultimately, I would love to do something like this again, where I kind of just like go with it for a Metroidvania. Because I liked Ended Lilies a lot. It's a really good game. It's really fun, honestly. But yeah, I feel like well, that's like the main thing I'm noticing. I'm not really coming up with any major issues. I feel like some things you can easily get access to if you know how to use your mobility. An example being the Hamlet. There were some things you could only get if you knew how to space apart your jumps and your dashes correctly. Which is not intended. Don't get me wrong. I know that wasn't the right way to do it. But some of the pacing is pretty good. I'm not gonna lie to you. I complained about a lot in the game, but yeah, once I understood more what I needed and what was going on, it got way more easier. Like straight up, I understood that because I'm not a freaking moron. My only other complaint is that, well, I don't have many. It feels like none of the extra spirits are ever needed. Which I guess it's fair. Like, you're expected to get a bunch of these early game. Because, like, this is how the game started, was just Umbral Knight. The first boss you got was Sigrid, who wasn't even a boss. They were a mid-boss, and that's the first thing you fight down here. The first real mid-boss. And then for a while, you don't have any other skill. So most of the time in the beginning of the game, you're just doing this. Well, that's a bit longer than normal, but you get the point. Or this. And bear in mind, that's still longer than normal because it's been buffed. Let's be real here. Because other than that, you don't really get any skills till like later in the game. The next one I got was Hamlet Youth in the Hamlet. And then I didn't even get Hamlet Youth till later. Because I went down below first. I went to the Coven. I went to the Coven where I got a Fungal Sorcerer and then Floral Sorceress. So like, early game is just these, then you get this. And later on I just became this and this. And I guess the other caveat of this is that once you get to a certain point, you don't really need the sub skills. You can just rely on all the main skills because they're how good they are. Because like I stuck with Silva because Silva's really good, and Honir is fucking amazing. Then I had but then I had jeez. No, Honir was here. I had Fade in here, and I had wait, I had this guy, didn't I? Also, putting Secret here would actually make more sense. But yeah. While I did appreciate the game's level of variety, there's a lot of time where you feel like you don't really need to change anything. But then again, you could say the same of Hollow Knight, where once you found your charm set, you kind of just stuck with that. These relics are like, feels like they're pretty mandatory for like a lot of endgame. Because if you saw the boss fight, you notice I had damage reduction, and damage reduction, and I still took a lot of damage when I got hit. I even had 2 heals. Great that I didn't take much damage, but that doesn't change the fact that I needed it. Also, bear in mind, those little fly things took that much damage with a damage buff, mind you. This isn't the in the air buff, but or this the executioner's gloves. But it's like, yeah, like a large portion of the time, it's a bit difficult to get most things done, isn't it? I don't know what else to say because this is immediately after I finished recording the last episode. Basically, the ending of the game where I complete 100%. Now, if you ask me, what do I think of this game? It's amazing. It's a really good game. I like it a lot. Arguably one of the more fun Metroidvanias I played recently. And again, Ender Magnolia may come down the line, but I don't know if that's going to be a for me or a for YouTube sort of deal. Because if I liked Ender Lilies, I'm probably going to like Ender Magnolia more, because it's a newer game. But yeah, this has been my thoughts of Ender Lilies. It's a bit shorter, but there's not much you could necessarily say about Metroidvania. Because it's either good or it's bad, and it gets kind of obvious when it leads one way or the other. But then I'm like a pretty big gamer, so it do be like that, so oh well. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you understood something in my rant about this game, because I like it a lot. I would do it again if I was asked, which I may down the line will, because I want to get this physically on my Switch, because I'm a collector. I do these things. But anyway, it's been a good talk. I'll see you guys around. Later.